This is the Heart of LAFC podcast, episode 97.
The City of Angels is black and gold. You are listening to the Heart of LAFC podcast. And now, here are your hosts, Jerry Jimenez and Joseph Zacher.
What is up, and welcome to the Heart of LAFC podcast. My name is Jerry Jimenez, your host, your friend, your insider into the Los Angeles Football Club. Thank you for joining Joseph and I for episode 97 of the Heart of LAFC. Mr. Joseph Zacher, we're still struggling right now, but we decided to go live. We decided to do this live right now. How are you, man?
I'm surviving.
I know.
Yeah, it's a heavy day, to be honest with you.
Well, hold on. Before you
Yeah.
get into that, it's heavy because this is supposed to be a lot easier than it actually is. And for some reason, can you actually see me right now on your side?
I can see you on my end.
Okay.
But I can also hear myself speaking, so it was a little interesting there.
Okay. All right. Well, nobody is going to be able to see you. I'm sorry, Joe. I know we.
Wow.
Yeah, I know they're going to have to deal with me and only me. What's up, everybody? There's some people joining us in the chat right now on YouTube. Go ahead and go to the chat there on the right-hand side and say something. There's people already saying Chivas USA. Come on, plastic fans. Of course, we're going to have the haters already coming. Already showing up, man. What is up with that?
Are you talking about those fools trying to co-op the North End?
Yeah, those guys.
Well done, corporate tools. Well done.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's what that's what happens.
Yeah.
And so we're
That's
doing
what
this.
happens when you're not from LA. I get it.
Yeah, we're doing this live, so it's bound to happen. And as we're going through right now, how about we just jump into it, man? I'm kind of letting some more people come in right now. It looks like it's working. I would hope. Can you guys hear me? Okay, go ahead and type in there. And yeah, it looks like there is some people already. Can you hear us? Say yes, please, over on the chat. That would be yeah. All right, and you can hear Joseph, right? Which is the most important part of this. All right. So once we get this going, this is going to get so much better. I promise you guys. Joseph, eventually you're going to be able to see him. I can see his beautiful face on my end. You guys can't. And I apologize
Dude,
for
like
that.
fresh cut and everything, man.
Oh,
this is
dude,
sad.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
All right. All right, cool. Well, let's jump into it, man. Episode 97. The Los Angeles Football Club was eliminated from the quarterfinals of the 2019 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup after the club fell 1-0 against Portland Timbers on Wednesday night at Bank of California Stadium in the third meeting between them of the year. Both teams threatened throughout the contest, but a late goal for Jeremy Ebobisse, which I think I called it, by the way, last episode. I said he was going to start, and sure enough, I didn't know he was going to score a goal, though. In the 84th minute, there was a difference for the black and gold there. We were defeated at home for the first time in 2019. That's
Heavy. It's heavy.
Heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean, where do we even start on this one? You know, there's several things. You know, we can talk about the referee all we want. We could talk about the dirty play from Portland, but we knew they were going to do that going into the game. They played like pigs. They're rewarded for it in many cases. At the same time, we didn't have the right kind of bite to counter it, and we just didn't find a way to get around the cynical play. I think that for me is in the short what happened.
Yeah. So the stats for themselves, they speak for themselves, I should say. It was not a pretty night for LAFC all around.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy because I saw the lineup. Now going into this, we saw the lineup and we're thinking, man, we're going all out. Like this is win, right? This is win or die,
Right.
and they know it. And so the lineup that they put out there was, I mean, it looked that way. You know, Pablo Cisnega at goal. We had Jordan Harvey, Steven Beitashour, Eddie Segura, Walker Zimmerman in the back. We had Latif Blessing, Mark Anthony K, Eduardo Atuesta in the middle. Diego Rossi, Carlos Vela on the sides. Christian Ramirez in the middle. Now, whether you agree or not, that's pretty much probably the best starting lineup that we can put out there. There's the two changes that I would make, obviously, would be Tyler Miller, Pablo Cisniega. You can kind of argue on that one, and there's a lot of arguing going around for that. And then also Christian Ramirez and Adama Diomande, right?
So yeah. So a few observations on that is, when was the last time this lineup played together? All of them.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, so comfort's not quite there. Has Zimmerman ever played a competitive match with Cisniega behind him? No, right?
No.
Nothing competitive. So we've got a guy that's been at the Gold Cup for a month, a goalkeeper behind him that he's not comfortable with. You could kind of see some issues in the first half there, where they weren't reading each other properly, and there was a huge feeling out period for this lineup, which is strange because we know these are our guys, but things just haven't worked out when we haven't had this lineup.
No.
That early on, you could kind of tell there was a bit of an issue with chemistry. There are also some fatigued legs out there, and that was showing early. I think Vela probably the most looked a little hobbled out there, and especially after the second half, looked very much hobbled. A little worried there. But yeah, the chemistry just didn't seem right. Kay seemed a bit off on the match. Yeah, he had hunger out there, but I think he was dispossessed about 10 different times. Strangely enough, he was the leading shot taker on the day with 3, but yeah, the numbers just weren't there for him. Atuesta came up a lot more than I expected him to, but the plays seem all wanted to go wide with this team.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to find a way through the middle, trying to create a give and go, trying to do something where someone would go through as a false run. None of that happened. It was pretty much typical outside, clear it in, outside, cross it in, outside, drive it low. Kind of the typical thing you would see, but on a team like Portland, you can't do that. And at the end of the day, we had one shot on goal. And I don't care who you are. You don't win games with only a single shot on goal. It just doesn't work out that way.
No, does not work out that way. 11 shots split between both teams. Shots on target, 1 for LAFC, 5 for the Portland Timbers. Shots off target, man, that's a bummer. 8 there, and then 2 blocked. We split the corner 6-6. Same on crosses, 14 on each side. Offsides 2 and 3. Fouls is where it's a little bit like, clearly Portland knew that they had to come and just hack us, and I think that's kind of always been their style, is they're going to come in and just basically hack a Vela. I think somebody said that. I don't know where I heard it. It might have been us. It might have been somebody else. Probably somebody else, because that's pretty smart. But so people are agreeing in the chat. So I am keeping track of that, guys. So feel free to send us your comments as we're going through this. But pretty much everybody agrees that we need to rest our guys, and it's
they're out of gas. You could tell.
You could tell.
We have Houston tomorrow, and it would be suicide to put out our top talent.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about Vela, and our light thinking about a third DP went really heavy when he hit the ground after that dirty hit in the box.
Yeah.
Where he went in on a kind of a low percentage play, and the bastard basically kicked through him in the slide because he could. He had the angle, nobody could see it. And at that point was sobering, because you realize if he goes down, we have one DP that's under the age of 25, and that's it. Good luck. If his season's done, we're done, right? So, yeah, third DP, might want to think about it at this point, because we don't have an insurance policy.
Yeah, good point. Also, something that I needed to mention, and some people, it's weird how people react, and everybody has their point of view about different players and how they were on the day. I was pretty upset while I was watching the game with Jordan Harvey, and I felt like he had moments where he was just not there at all. It was actually tough to watch, and I think I screamed at this. I screamed at the screen a couple of times, because it was just crazy. Yeah, he had his moments where he blocked a couple of times that were great. He had a couple of good passes, but he was one during the game, at least, that I thought, oh my gosh. And then there's people saying that Cisniega didn't play well, which I completely disagree with.
First half, he struggled in terms of distribution, in terms of communication, your typical requirements of a modern goalkeeper. He was falling short, but he was shot stopping like crazy. and making saves that, I'm sorry, he's the only one on the team can make those kind of saves, especially the ones in the box. That flurry of corner kicks was amazing. And I remember afterward, Brian Fernandez actually shook his hand after one of them because it was such a big save. And afterward was talking to him at halftime. He was jawing at him and congratulating him on the half. But look, those make up for the other mistakes. But let's be honest, it kills flow if your goalkeeper can't distribute the ball. And he was really struggling with distribution. And I do think a lot of that has to do with him and Zimmerman just not being on the right page.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. There's a couple of comments. It says from Jorge Perez on the chat says, rest, rest, rest. But was that game that last straw for Ramirez? That's a good question. I would say no.
Here's the issue. Do we have a single striker in the middle that can last 90 minutes?
So I said that out. I think I said, who agrees with me that we need a striker on Twitter? It automatically got direct messages from the Celaya crew saying that there's one on the bench ready to go. I don't know how ready to go he is, though, guys. So you may disagree with me, but I mean, there's him, Adama Diomande. Is he can't play a full 90? At least I don't think.
No,
he's not fit enough.
We're platooning the striker position right now.
Yeah,
and I if Dio was healthy, yeah, Dio's in there. I think he's the top choice. But he doesn't have 90 minutes in him right now. He's on limited minutes.
No.
Ramirez, we see what's going on with Ramirez. I think it's between the ears more than anything else at this point. And Fito, he's kind of an unknown quantity right now. We do know that there was fitness issues going in. I think he's also on limited minutes. We just don't know how many. So it's hard. I mean, you want to start him, start him. Honestly, right now, I'd rather start him to see what he's got rather than putting him in late hoping for something in the last minute from him.
Sure. Give
him the first half, get in there. Because you come in as a sub, everybody's flying at full pace, and now you're trying to work up into their pace. Yeah. You'd rather have them on level.
Yeah. Z Jr. on the chat there on YouTube right now says, rest Bob Bradley. He's earned it after that vicious face shot on the sideline. Speaking of face shots, had we signed Chicharito as our third DP, he would have scored had he received the ball to the face. That's he's known to do that. Yes. Good point, man. So one thing that Pablo Morales has been flying this flag for a while now. Shout out to Pablo from Pablo. I have to say it like that too. It's Pablo Morales from Dale Black and Gold podcast. He believes that our third DP should be a midfielder, and he's been saying that for a while. I could agree with that now. Actually, I think that I wouldn't be mad with the midfielder, but we still need a striker. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I mean, I think our critical position at this point is striker because if somebody goes down, we're done for. If you look in the midfield, if K goes down, Win comes in, right?
Yeah.
If it's West that goes down, yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble there, I think. One or the other, though. I think we'll get by. Not both. But we have no insurance policy at striker. We just don't. They're all platooning right now. Nobody's taken that role yet. So, yeah, I would definitely prefer to buy a striker.
Absolutely. So we have kind of a weird show today because it's the first time we're streaming. We already failed terribly at starting on time. It should have been a lot cooler, but the program we were using failed us terribly. I'm gonna have to talk to some people. And they can't see your beautiful face and haircut. And let me see your beard. Did you shave? No, you didn't shave. You trimmed it.
Yeah.
Oh man, and nobody can see it. What a bummer.
Right?
They're gonna have to go to the game.
And I got I even got the OG 3252 shirt on, the original. But hey, man, because you know who the real star of that game was, right?
The 3252.
There's no doubt about it. I'm 12 pigs from Cascadia and a blind man can't stop us. We're gonna keep saying.
Nice. So we have a lot of voicemails for this game because there's a lot of upset people, a lot of unhappy people, and I think we need to dive into those. And then I also, because we're doing this, I also want to make, but I would say we jump into voicemail soon. I really don't want to talk too much about this, to be honest. It's one of those games where I think it's been talked about already. I think we've already said what we need. I think this game just kind of reassured everybody that we are on the right path of thought, like thought paths, like, or thought process, I should say. I can't even spoke today. That
He said spoke.
spoke right. I think that we need a DP, and we have a spot open, and we need some reinforcements right now. Or somebody needs to talk into. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I've seen enough. I know enough. I get the chemistry argument why you don't want to, but what's the point of good chemistry if a man can't finish or last 90 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, oh man, yeah, I'm sorry. What's up, Philly? Philly's in the chat room. I know I'm trying not to die. If you guys saw that, I had to mute because I'm coughing. So if it happens, my cough came back. It's been going for a while. I think I need to go to the doctor, but I don't like going to the doctor because they always tell you bad things and they always give you bad news. And I don't like it.
You're
Don't
not one of
like
those WebMD guys where everything's cancer at the end of the conversation.
No, I
No.
don't do that. No. Oh man, what do you think? Should we jump into voicemail, sir?
Let's just do it. Yeah, let's get through this. There's a bit of a gauntlet we have to run, and honestly, everybody's voices, if we can hear them, let's hear them, because this is one of those days where we got to vent, man.
We got to vent. Exactly what I was thinking, and so that's why we're doing this live. Because I was like, what better? We weren't going to start this live stream too early, but because I felt the need, people needed to voice their opinions, and they needed to get some things out. That's why we're here. So. There's some long ones in here. Some people may have been cut off. I actually, Joseph, if I'm being honest, and everybody else that's here watching live right now, I didn't actually screen these, and
this is gonna be raw.
I'm probably gonna regret it, but this is raw live. We're listening to these for the first time. I don't even know who called. Hopefully, we get maybe some cool people in here. Let's find out. So here's the first one. This one's actually 619. So this one's from San Diego. Let's see what they have to say, man. Let's see if I can make this. See if I can make this happen. It wasn't me, I promise. I didn't call myself. I hope I didn't. Hold on. Here we go.
You guys. Oh, I love you guys. My wife gets at me because I listen to you guys every time we're in the car. And she's like, oh my gosh, here we go again, another LAFC podcast. But I'm like, hey, these are the homies I don't know that are telling me about my team and keeping me informed and either getting me fired up or bringing a reality check. But tonight against Portland, I literally want to cry. I love this team, but I literally want to cry right now. I'm not going to go into tactics because I really don't know much about tactics, but I just want to be vulnerable with you guys. And if you guys play us on the air, then just let everybody know this homie has feelings. But man, they did good. San Pablo was just phenomenal. There was a couple times I'm like, dude, why are you running out there? Please don't drop the ball and try to act like you're Messi or Ronaldinho and try to do some futsal and try to get the ball crisscross and break some ankles. Like, pick up the ball, just pass it to somebody, get it away. You scare the crap out of me. Like, I think I sharded myself a couple times, but hey, I trust you because you're San Pablo. But sometimes I look at our defense and I look at how when we press up too high, dudes just slip through the middle or they slip up the side and we're trying to struggle to catch back. And it happened right now. And I'm just watching that goal. I'm not going to lie, guys. It scares me when I think about the finals. And it scares me when I think about when we get into pressure situations like the MLS Cup or when we get into qualifying rounds. Like, are we going to choke up? Are we going to choke again? Are we not going to step up in the way that we should step up and see facing the bottom team and we play at that level, or we're not achieving what we should against the teams that, like Portland, we've been 2 different times. We know how they play. We know how they strategize, but yet we still fail. And to sum it up, I'm still learning. So I'm like, Bob Bradley, why aren't you adjusting positions or why aren't you adjusting formations on the fly? You see that they're doing the same thing. You see that they're exposing our weakness, but yet we still continue to try to put a high pressure and we still continue to try to run out the field. That was awesome. But look what happened. They would just park the freaking semi truck at their goal line. And every single time we try to run up the middle. Why are we trying to run up the middle when there's like 50,000 people in the freaking?
Oh, he got cut off. Oh no. He got cut off, man. All right. Let's see. Hold on. He called back. He called back twice.
So
Oh
I
my
got cut
gosh.
off. So my message is long. But I want to say, guys, my name is Mark Estrada from San Diego, California.
Mark.
I wish there was more black and gold fans down here, but there's a bunch of stupid Carson colors all over the place.
Yeah,
I
there is.
feel like
buddy.
I'm alone down here in San Diego. But to sum up my last message, that literally cut me off because it was too long. I want to cry tonight. I'm a little afraid when we have to step up to big games, like whether that's beating the last place team or getting, I don't know, games in the finals. I just hope we can surpass the bar that we've set when it comes to pressure games. And it honestly scares me to think, are we going to choke up when we play teams that we're supposed to beat, or when we're put into a situation where we really need to gird up and just do what we need to do to get to the finals, or do what we need to do to pass on to the next round. So you guys are amazing. If y'all know any supporters and you're down here in San Diego, it's lonely black and gold feels like he's the only one here. Just let me know. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. You guys are amazing. Love listening to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go cry now. Bye-bye.
No, Mark, don't go cry. Hey, by the way, I know somebody that's in San Diego. Hold on one sec. I think there's another one. Did he repeat himself? Yeah. He says, I'm a little intoxicated. I just read a little bit of the translation on Google, and it says I'm a little intoxicated. So we're not going to listen to that part of it. Mark, thank you for your call, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, man. Thank you for the coverage. You're not
He's not on. Joseph, you're breaking up.
feeling.
Uh,
Yeah, Carson stuff.
oh no, you're breaking up, dude.
All right, so
Hold
I
on.
hope you're gonna get this back. You got me now?
I think I got you. I got you.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
So yeah, I think we all feel what he feels.
Yeah.
Now that play through the
Yes.
middle work if we just post the man up and create a play that would require 3 passes rather than just one dribble through. But we just didn't get any creativity going, and that's why it didn't work going up the middle.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Yeah, we agree with you, Mark. It's definitely scary and worrisome. They're saying you broke up, and they're Christian and Junior on the chat are saying that you're not human. That you got that Megatron got you. You were like, "Burp, burp, 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 burp."
Oh,
It was crazy. Okay.
Autobots. No.
Autobot.
Yeah.
By the way, for some reason I can't mute you while listening to these voicemails. So careful what you say while we're listening to these. All right, here we go.
So I laughed here. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, I can hear you. Alex Martin, it looks like, from Hysteria. Let's see what he had to say.
Hysteria or
Hey
hysteria?
guys, this is Alex Martinez out of Hesperia.
Hesperia.
As I'm watching the game, this is a loss that we can take in the chin. I mean, there's a lot of we saw a lot of tired legs out there, even early on in the 57th minute. You could see that the legs were tired. I think both Harvey and Beta should have been subbed out at the same time, equal swaps for some fresh legs. I think the right backs could have overlapped a little more, kind of allow all the guys that kind of crash in, kind of put more pressure on the Timbers. But the way it all worked out wasn't terrible. We definitely need to address the striker once the off season comes in. Right now, I think what we have will suit, but that needs to be addressed in the off season. For the next game, we definitely need to rest some players. I think Vela needs to take a season for a little while, even if don't give him a start. Bring him back in the 67th minute of the next game. At least that way he keeps his legs going. Maybe potentially hit a goal. But the guys need to take a break. Bring in bringing the two wings from the bench, give him some minutes. And then my number one, I think, with Pablo, I think he did a great job with Miller out. But now that Miller's come back in, he needs to be between the posts. I think he's done everything to earn that spot. If anything happens, injury, not playing very well, then we can bring Pablo in. But I think as of right now, Miller needs to stay. And ultimately, since, as discussed in the pod, he is one of the lower end paid players, and Pablo seems to be more of the future. Give Pablo the time, let him develop, let him get better. I mean, a lot of MLS clubs are losing goalkeepers. Real Salt Lake, Colorado, Columbus, they all have real poor keeping right now, and Miller would be a good sale if they come. And then that way, the club makes a little profit, bring Pablo in, that could work out. But as of right now, Tyler needs to stay between the sticks. All right, guys, you guys have a good one. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Alex. What do you think, Joe? I would agree with him. I think Tyler Miller does need to stay between the sticks. However, I don't think Cisniega's been doing a bad job at all. So
yeah, I'm in two worlds on this one. Like, I'm pretty sure Miller plays tomorrow against Houston. He has to.
Yeah.
And he wants revenge against Carson. That's hard not to give him that opportunity to redeem himself against Carson in their house. We all know what happened the last few times we were down there. He wants it back, man. That hunger has to be there. So it is hard. If you're gonna give that to a kid, I don't know. But yeah, Cisniega honestly is better at the shot stopping. It's just one of these things. What do you do? Respect wise, yeah, you're probably gonna start Miller.
Yeah, you got to do it. Yeah, I think we discussed this already in the podcast, as Alex mentioned, that you can't take away the starting position from somebody that's been on international duty. He's done nothing to lose it.
Yeah.
Now,
Gonna punish a man for representing his country. That's tough.
Yeah, Pablo's done everything to earn it.
Yeah.
But Tyler hasn't done anything to lose it. So gotta let that stay. He needs to stay as the number one. That's what I would say. All right, let's keep going. Man, there's so many. I'm telling you. I'm not sure who this is. They didn't say who it was, but this is 213. This is what they. Oh man. Let's see. I might end up cutting some of these because these are long. Here we go. Nah, I won't do that. We want to hear everybody. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up, Jerry? What's up, Joseph?
Oh no, I'm cutting them off. That's Ox. That's Ox.
Ox, man, it's gonna be a sad call.
Yeah, he already sounds sad, dude. I don't even know if I want to play this. Ox, hold on. Let's give him a chance. If he sounds a little bit more upbeat, then I'll leave it. All right, let's see. Nope, already paid me. No, Ox, come on, buddy. All right, here we go.
I don't know. Every time I'm about to call, like, I know what I want to say, but then I forget.
Please don't.
Man, what can I say? This game was hard to watch. It's frustrating. I mean, type of matches are frustrating to watch to the point where, it's like, what the hell, man? I mean, Portland plays dirty, and yet the ref allows it. I mean, so many plays could have been cards after cards after cards. So many hard tackles, bad plays against our players. It's like, come on, man. It's like right there, dude. Call it. Where's the card? I don't know, man. The team looked sloppy in some plays. Couldn't create any good plays as much. Harvey's mistake cost us that match. I mean, it happens, you're only human, but what can we do? Just keep moving forward. We're gonna have them good days. That's for sure. It sucks to go out again the same round as last year, man. It pisses me off. Just not because we didn't get it, but it's just like, damn, man, Portland. Had to be Portland, but it is what it is. Win some, lose some. It's softball every game. Part of it. We got to deal with it. Move forward. You know, look forward to those other two trophies, man. That's all we can do. Not give up on those. Keep pushing forward, man. Sorry if I sound tired, but being tired and then frustrated, kind of pissed off, disappointed, all bundled up into one, man. It sucks. But hey, still love my club till death, you know what I'm saying? So, LA's black and gold. Keep doing what you guys are doing again. Love you guys. See you guys soon. Deuces.
Oh man.
Dude, I'm so close to playing My Heart Will Go On. Like, seriously. It's hard,
I'm doing
man.
it now.
It's hard.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. I'll just say this.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dude,
Ah,
we know it's hard. You should have, dude, if you were
we know
there,
it's
you would have,
hard, man.
it was even harder.
Yeah.
Um,
I know people are probably
dude.
like watching us right now and thinking, "Oh my gosh, are you serious with this?" But hey, you know what? I just want everybody.
It's getting,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
I just want
Did
to
you
let
know that we're
everybody
in
vent,
first
dude.
place?
So
Did you know that? Did you know that?
we're still in first place. That's
Just
right.
saying. Yeah, we're
Here we
talking
go. I
like
got
we've
it.
been eliminated for the season, right? All right. Nobody died.
No one died.
Yeah, we're not going to get a treble. I guess we'll have to settle for a double. Just a thought.
Listen, this is okay. So this is something that I had been thinking about talking to you about. I've been thinking about talking to you about live, as people are probably going to start tuning out. uh, we have a little bit of experience with losing, right? And there's going to be a lot of supporters right now within this club that are brand new, that are new to any team. And the music in the background's killing me right now. I'm going to leave it.
Yeah, dude. Seriously.
Okay.
I think I have to buy flowers for somebody right now. Man.
And this is where as supporters we're gonna really find out who we are, because as we're losing, and if we start losing more and more and more, which could happen. I'm not saying this season it doesn't look that way. I think we're gonna lose a few more of the season, realistically. But I mean, that is where we find out what we're made of as supporters. That's where we earn our stripes.
Our medal.
Yeah, our medal. There you go. And so the sky's not falling, guys. Okay.
No,
okay.
it just sucks. We're out. But
It just
did you know
sucks.
Portland hasn't won this tournament ever either? So
Yeah.
how many years have they been in the league?
Yeah.
It's not that easy, because in most cases you have to pick one or the other. Either you're going for the Supporters Shield or you're going for the Open Cup. That's how teams play. We wanted to go for all of it. We got a little bit greedy in our thoughts. Some guys didn't get the rest they deserved.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. Treble. There's a reason why no one's ever won a domestic treble.
It's not
This
easy.
is it. This is it. You can't run your stars into the ground to try to get there.
All right, I'm taking that music down. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And so Junior said silver lining, no injuries. Absolutely. Oh,
Yeah,
except
that's
for
Well, he looked hurt, but we'll
he
see what
looked
happens.
hurt. You know what I'm talking about, Vela. And then who else looked hurt? I feel like there was a couple other people that Blessing's
Bunch of
always getting
dudes limping
hurt.
around this time of year. Yeah.
That's true. I feel like this kind of happened last year too, where we got up to a point in the midseason where people started getting injured. But here's the whole thing: is I feel a lot better about our depth this year than I do, than I did about it last year. So there's that.
Yeah. We were crying about when Simon left last year. We were crying like everything was going to fall apart. It didn't, but man, that was a hard hit. Now we lose a center back. Okay, we got two others. Like we got soldiers for this job. There's only one guy that honestly can't be replaced, and that is Vela. Everybody else, though,
Mhm.
One for one can. Multiples, no.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, Pablo said it's possible we are going to lose 2 games in a row. I'm interested in which ones you think those are, Pablo. And then also Philly from Defenders of the Bank also in here. Shout out to you guys. He said no losing, only learning. Absolutely. That's a great way of looking at it. So there you go.
Well, I mean, we
go ahead.
lost throughout the tournament. That's real. But guess what? All is forgiven if they win next Friday. All is forgiven if they win next Friday. It doesn't matter what we've done up to this point. You win that game, all is made up, and nobody's even thinking about what happened yesterday. You move on to the next match.
No
Philly's
pressure.
right in that. You learn and move on.
Yeah, no pressure, guys. Yeah, and
All pressure. You have to win that game.
22.
That's it.
We have another voicemail. 404. 404. What is that? Atlanta?
Could be.
Oh, let's listen in.
Hey, fan, it's Jay Riddle, your favorite Atlanta United fan. I just wanted to call and make sure that Bob's okay because we're really concerned about Bob. We'd hate for Bob to have issues, getting his tactics right for the 26th when we face each other. Want to make sure it's fair. Yeah, so 5-0, baby. Yeah.
Jay.
Hey, that's the same. Isn't that the same crowd that wanted to fire their coach like after 3 games?
Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
I don't think
They've got perspective.
I don't think Jay. I don't think Jay did though. I think Jay's a good guy. He
Just messing with us. I know that. He's
Yeah.
all good.
He said, "Hey Sam." Who's Sam? Jay. What a jerk. It's Joseph and Jerry, man. There's no Sam here. Anyways. Yeah, and Jason Arellano, as we know him as LAFC Punk, he said, "Yes, Joseph, I agree. Beat Carson." All right, have to get back to work. Get back to work, Jason. Thanks for watching, though. We appreciate you guys. Everybody
Love you,
that's
man. Love you guys.
Everybody that's following along. There's still a good amount of people in here. That's good. All right, let's keep going. Let's see here. All right, I don't know what this is. Let's find. Oh gosh, God help us. Here we go.
Joseph, Jerry, this is Junior. I hadn't felt a sense of urgency for us to get their DP until tonight's game, where it's, I think, very clear and it's obvious that we need a DP. We need the real 9. That's all. Bye.
Yeah,
dude.
What's
Yeah,
up,
it's
Junior?
a gut punch, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're all of a sudden we're mortal. I mean that's really what it is. We're mortal. We know we can be beaten, and everyone had an RSL flashback in this match. Everyone was thinking about that match.
Yeah.
Tell me it isn't true. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, remember when they took that game and it went?" Yeah, that is where we're at. Can it happen again? And we just saw it happen again. So what do we need to make it better?
This next one, we got a lot of voicemails. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna get through these so I can get to some actual calls. Hey, what's up, Scarf? Scarf joined us as well. Awesome. He said, "Congrats on the live show. How many starters do you guys expect to see on Friday?" I vote less than 4. I would say yeah. Bet
I'm hoping and praying for less than 4.
Look, I'm at the point where I'm excited to see Chef Brewer play. Like, let's get this going. All right,
let's drag Nico Hamalainen back just to get a body out there. Like, I don't
gosh.
care.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. This one is from the 626, and it starts with bro. All right, this has to be good. Let's see.
Bro, that game was pretty disappointing. I'm losing my voice over here, but I'm still calling in. And we played not very well, but Portland definitely got some help. I think they had like 20 fouls and only like 2 cards. That's some help. And about 20 seconds before they scored, Dio got fouled, almost in the box. It could have been in the box. That's just deflating. It took us out of the game. That just killed us. Other than that, I don't know. I got to get some shit next week. Just got to keep fighting. Have a good night, fellas.
Yeah, man. I don't know who you are, but thank you very much because that was very good. Yeah, absolutely agree. So here's the thing, though. When we're talking about the fouls that occurred that weren't called and the referee, a lot of people were blaming it on the referee. And Joseph, I think we're kind of past that at this point. I think we realize now that we have some faults that we have to fix before we start blaming it on the ref, right?
Well, I do blame some things on the ref, honestly,
Well, some
but
things,
no, it's on us,
but
dude. He
not
had
the
one shot
loss.
on goal. He still called calls at the top of the box. We still had free kick opportunities.
Yes.
And if you want to punish someone for playing dirty, you hang one of those, and that's how you shut them up and play a new game,
Mm-hmm.
right? We didn't execute.
Nope. That's
That's simple. In the playoffs, do you think you're getting any calls? They swallow the whistle in the playoffs in MLS. You don't get nothing. They don't call anything. It's a joke in the playoffs. If you think it's bad now, just wait. It's gonna get uglier. And when it gets to August, September, yeah, stuff doesn't get called. So you just have to hammer teams and punish them and take whatever they give you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's for those of you that I think there was a lot of people also that thought that the Ibo Bisa was actually out of place or I'm sorry, out of bounds when that ball was passed. It actually bounced off of it bounced
Oh no, that's
off
on us.
on Harvey, right? It bounced off of Harvey,
Yeah.
and so it was not considered offsides. Uh,
No, you're not gonna get that call.
no.
Dia was fouled. The play probably shouldn't have happened, but you can't dwell on it. You got to recover and move back and cover your spots. I mean, it's that simple.
No, I blamed all the missed opportunities before all that, all the plays before that. So, all right, let's keep going, man. We're almost there, almost there. It looks like we have 3 more. This one's from 724. Where is 724, sir? I have no idea. Let's see.
I think we might find out.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Matt from Pittsburgh.
Whoa, from Pittsburgh. What's up, Matt? Here we go.
I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I'm driving to work and it's raining like hell, so excuse the background. As soon as this game ended last night, I immediately turned it off to an extent because I was just so infuriated with watching Portland play. I'm really starting to hate those guys. Not on the level of Carson, but it's getting there. It's just infuriating to watch LA have to go up against those guys and just get hacked and slashed the whole time. You can't get any good run of play going. They can't get any momentum because as soon as they do, one of the Timbers is just, taking them out. So, our boys tried hard last night. It really hate Portland now.
I feel you, Matt. Thanks for
Nah,
calling, man.
this proper sporting rivalry. This is what
Yeah.
it's turned into.
I'm just surprised he said I'm starting to hate Portland. We've been hating Portland for a while, Matt. Where you been? From
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
man. All love was lost on the protests last year. That's when I was like,
yeah,
F those guys. I'm
Yeah.
done.
pretty much. This one is from Jonathan Evans. What's up, John? Yeah, Jonathan is a long listener. He called us last time too. It was really good. So let's see what he had to say. I like these 1 minute phone calls. If you guys can keep it to a minute, love it because then we don't all fall asleep with like listening to Ox. I like giving you a hard time, Ox. I'm just kidding, man. I love you. All right, here we go. This is from Jonathan.
Jerry, Joseph, it's Jonathan Evans here. Long-time listener, always call, especially when commiserating after a loss, like last night in the Open Cup. I try to live by the rule of not letting something bother me for more than 5 minutes if it's not going to bother me for 5 years. Well, that loss last night will probably bother me for years because we obviously lost out on our chance to get our first silverware, chance for a triple. But losses teach lessons, and this team will be back. What I wanted to say was that last night, sitting at the south end of the stadium, looking towards the north end, and watching the 32-52 jump for LA Football Club after we took such a hard loss, just really filled my heart with pride. All the haters, Carson fans, all the other teams, they said that, just wait till LAFC's down and these fans are going to jump ship. And last night was one of the, downest moments we've ever had, but the fans jumped harder and louder. And I'm just really proud of them. Really proud of our team. I know that we're going to get the accomplishments that we deserve. We just didn't get this one, and it sucks, but we're going to move on. Love the show. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Awesome. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, I agree with the whole 5 minute, 5 year rule. I like it. But yeah, this one's going to bother us for a while. And I think that's why we're doing this to begin with, is we need to get some of this stuff out. Luckily, I have a little bit of an advantage in the sense of two children that were right next to me as I was watching it, and I'm telling you, I was pretty upset. Like, you're not gonna see me this upset unless it's really really bad. Like, I tried to control myself, and I was pretty upset watching this game. It was infuriating. It was frustrating. And then I look over at my kids, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's right. There's more important things, some people are gonna be like, don't say that. There's nothing more important than football. But I'm just saying it helped me kind of relax. And this one's gonna be bothering me for a while, Joseph. How do you feel about that?
I mean, honestly, this is the team that had the greatest chance to get in trouble. Like, I've never seen a team with this capability in MLS before. And these aren't opportunities that you get forever. Teams have highs and lows, and we're already on a high in year 2, And I do look at Atlanta as a cautionary tale, right? They sold a player off, and they're not the same as what they were last year, and that was their closest chance to do what we're doing now. So it's hard to know that it's already done. And that we got farther last year in this tournament. It's hard. But it's easy to have a short memory when you have a rivalry match the next week.
Yeah.
Right? You can move on. And you gotta figure that this team and the ownership that we have isn't gonna settle. They want trophies. And so, yeah, move on. I have to move on. I'll be honest, as a supporter, as a Black Army member, last year was our first winning season we ever had. So I know what dark can be and what heavy can be. And I'll take this dark and heavy, knowing that the days are going to get better. The team is going to get stronger. We'll keep buying players and we'll keep winning games. So all good. I'll go cry in my standing, safe standing section and go, oh, well, at least I'm here.
That's a good way to look at it. I like that. All right. One more voicemail before we jump into some live calls. Hopefully somebody decides to call us. We'll see. But this one's from the 323. Let's see what they had to say.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Bert calling in. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm just calling in to pretty much give my thought on the game, on the loss versus Portland yesterday. Basically, it could be summed up in a couple pretty easily. They came to defend and kill our passing game, and they did just that. It didn't seem like we had our usual fluidity. To be honest, some of our players even looked a bit tired, which was a bit concerning. Specifically, Vela, for the first time this season, I want to say, to me personally, he looked tired. He didn't look like he had his usual spring in his step. But, I mean, credit to Portland. They came out to defend and play physical, and we couldn't break them down, plain and simple. Sometimes, to me, it looked like we were maybe trying to do a little too much at the edge of the box instead of taking a shot, making the goalie work. We seem to want to play that pretty pass to someone instead of just, taking a shot at goal. But that's basically what it comes down to it. Very disappointing loss. Definitely bummed. But, we still have 2 trophies to play for. So let's go out and focus on the league. And let's hope we get it done. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, thanks, Bert. Yeah, absolutely, man. That you
Well
said it.
said.
Vela looked tired. And it's one of those things. It's gonna be a disappointing loss. It's gonna be it's a disappointing loss that's gonna be haunting us for a little bit. Man, what a bummer, dude. I don't want to have to do this, but at the same time, it's good. We got to get all this out. And you know what else, too?
Yep.
We're learning right now, because this entire time I should have been playing. You know what? Our music wasn't playing, man. Oh, Jerry failing again. It's okay. We'll get him next time. That concludes our voicemails. Gosh, man. Please, you guys, give us a call whenever you have, thoughts, suggestions, reactions, and specifically after a game. We love all of you guys, all of the calls. We appreciate all of you. All right.
The highs and the lows. We love you all, yes.
For those of you that are listening live on YouTube or are in the chat, this is your chance. If you want to call us, 818-927-3184. Let's see if somebody actually calls, though. 818-927-3184. I just threw the number up on the chat as well. If you want to talk and hang out and ask us some questions, or even just, I don't know, say what's up. That's good too. All right. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to talk to you about as far as, well, we're waiting for somebody. Hopefully somebody calls us. But looking at the stats, man, what is up with the shots on target? Where did we go wrong in that point?
Honestly, we were worried too much about the perfect play. We wanted to bring the ball in rather than just keep them honest. I mean, I don't know why anybody didn't pull up and just take a shot. They were giving us shots at the top of the box, and we just weren't taking them.
Mhm.
I saw Vela patrolling on the right and in the center, but there was no play where he tried to bring himself across the box. Now, they were double, triple teaming him because they didn't respect our other forwards in this game. They honestly didn't. They were overcommitting to Vela, and at no point ever did we punish them for that. If Vela's getting played like that, he might as well play back to goal.
Yeah.
And play as an outlet. Because if they do drop in on him, it's going to leave somebody open to run through. And maybe one of our midfielders can sacrifice themselves for that play through. You might even get a penalty on that. You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, at no point ever did we make a play that made their defense uncomfortable. They looked comfortable. You didn't play stuff between defenders. You didn't play stuff where they'd have to make an uncomfortable challenge on you. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's almost like they were going through the motions. And I think fatigue is the biggest part, and a lack of familiarity with that lineup. They haven't been together.
Yeah, good point. All right, we have a call. You ready? 323. Who's this? Hello. Who's this? Oh no. Where you at? Hold on, dude. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Hey.
You already know, bro.
Oh, it's Art. You've been listening,
back.
dude? Yeah. Dang. Look at him.